Hi everyone, we're here at Solana Breakpoint. This is Rachel with FintechTV, Solana Breakpoint here in Abu Dhabi. I am joined today by Tarun Chitra, who's the CEO of Gauntlet. Tarun, thanks so much.
Hey, excited to be here.
So,
New venue for you guys.
yeah, exactly. A little bit of a refurbishment, let's say. So tell me a little bit more about Gauntlet and what it is that you're focused on.
Yeah, so Gauntlet has two main businesses. One is sort of services business, consulting business, and the other is on-chain asset management. So we have a little under $2 billion of assets under management. We have a lot of assets on Solana. That's one of our fastest growing chains. And we just announced, our partner announced a big product that we're kind of powering the backend for, which is the Squad's Altitude neobank wallet. But we're really just excited to be here, meet all the fintechs who are dabbling in crypto. I think if you go to Solana conferences or Ethereum conferences, you just get a totally different spectrum of fintech and neobank customers. And for us, we're just trying to help them come on chain, find yield, and that's safe, and be able to offer that to their customers.
And so where are you seeing most of the growth coming from your side at the moment on the customer side?
Yeah, so a lot of our partnerships are we work with neobanks, fintechs, some small banks in other countries, like fully regulated institutions, who want to offer their users crypto yield, but safe crypto yield. And we basically go and find safe crypto yield, put it together so that you open your fintech app, you put in $100, and you can watch your money grow. And so we basically find borrowers and lenders, find ways to match crypto capital with off-chain capital and generate yield for users, which is meant to be higher than what you would get owning treasuries in your bank account.
And what do you think are still some of the friction points for investors that are on the sidelines when it comes to yield? Like, is it that they don't understand the safety that's involved in it, or how do you bridge that gap?
Yeah, for sure. So we've been around for 7 years, which in crypto years is like 70 years. Yeah, it's like, but we started actually our consulting business and risk management business is we basically audit people's setups and then measure their risk management, sort of assess them in different ways. And then we also do sort of like live risk management where we monitor. So we spent 5 or 6 years building out these tools before we went to actually managing assets. So for us, we kind of have played the slow game over time. I would say the most important thing is that right now what you're seeing is people who have stablecoins are just more comfortable from a regulatory standpoint with certain types of low risk crypto yield. The low risk crypto yield is people who are in crypto who want to borrow stablecoins. So they have some crypto asset, maybe they have a bunch of Solana, and they want to borrow stablecoins to buy a house. They want to borrow stablecoins to go leverage long Solana. And we help match borrowers and lenders and find interest rates that make sense for people. And then that goes to our depositors.
Yeah, it feels like that collateral management piece has become a bit of a game changer for people that want to come into the space in terms of what they can do with their crypto now.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the idea is that a neobank, they focus on getting users, getting customers, building the best UX. We do the collateral management, the risk management. We do all the matching, kind of like assessing the borrowers, stuff like that in real time. And, we're bidding on loans all day. And so we kind of hide that complexity for our customers who are banks.
And so you mentioned before that you see this difference between the Solana ecosystem, the Ethereum ecosystem. What has kind of been some of the biggest highlights for you here at Solana Breakpoint?
Yeah, the Ethereum ecosystem seems to have a lot of people in Latin America. When I think about fintechs, neobanks, apps that you would hold cash or stablecoins in, has a lot of Latin America, a lot of Europe. Solana has a lot of Singapore, MENA, Middle East exposure, India. And so you just see a totally different set of geographic users. I think when you
Why is that, do you think? Just penetration, or there's a bigger reason?
So I think for India, it's realistically because Solana in 2021 just did so many hackathons, events, hacker houses, and they just built up a really good community there. And whereas Ethereum has had always a big South American and European community, I think it's actually just the genesis story of where the kind of founders came from in both communities. Weirdly, these are decentralized networks, but then there's some natural concentration. So Here we just see like a totally different type of user, right? Than say a South American user. A South American user might be trying to escape their local currency, get into dollars and stablecoins and not think about it. Users here might be a little more like focused on speculation. Users in India, maybe more about getting out of dollars. Users in Asia, some combination of the two. So I think it's always interesting to see how the geography changes people's usage patterns. And that's the type of thing we analyze in our users, but also just good to, when you're on the ground, you like see it.
Yeah, totally. And that's really interesting that you combine that cultural community with the technology piece as well, and also see what's going on in the back hats.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for coming on today. Yeah. It's been a pleasure as always, and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Excited to hear it. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Tarun.
Yeah.